Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LRS Stock Car Pro Series. This time we're here for round 7 at Phoenix for the Audi Record 60 at Phoenix. As we're going to take a look at the standings, we have Apollo up in first with a total of 18 points, Smoke here in second with 14, Slonno in third with 13, Linz in fourth with 12, Sam in fifth with 11, and Shiny and Scratch both duking it out for 6. Audi and Zach both duking it out for 8th, and MTO all the way with 4. So let's take a look at who's going to be taking the victory here at Phoenix. It's about to start it off. Here we go. The loading was super fast. Oh, it was really fast as opposed to usual. Either way, we're looking at Smoke Hero about to start his run. The driver who won the Laguna Seca Legends race, and he got himself that first spot in he got himself that 4th spot, excuse me, for the Laguna or for the LRS Legends LMP1 category. Is going to be the 4th driver to race in that very, very legendary run. And Zach has to be careful because of traffic. Very unfortunate for him. So that means he has to go again for his run. The Smoke Hero puts a proper time. He puts himself at 26.803, which is going to be the time for everyone else to beat. Let's see what he could do. I think he could go even faster. I think he also got held back by traffic. Well, let's see what he could do right now. Unless he's going into the pits. He's going into the pits. Also, keep an eye out for the next 2 races. The next one's going to be the off-grid race. We're going to go to France at Circuit de la Sarthe and France for Le Mans. We're going to go to the Le Mans circuit. We're going to be racing there for 3 laps, seeing who will be the fastest around Le Mans. Of course, it'll be great to see because some of these drivers will also be going to prototype. Some of these drivers will be going to GT. And, of course, one of the LRS Legend venues will be Le Mans. It'll be Circuit de la Sarthe. So, as a celebration to some of these drivers getting themselves into the LRS Legends, we will also be racing over there. Afterwards, keep an eye out for the Bartopia 40 at Watkins Glen, a place that has seen lots of good battles, and is one of my favorite venues to watch. And eventually, after all of that, we will be watching the big one and the best race in LRS ever, and that is the LRS Daytona finale. Which is going to include both M and Pro, and that's where championships will be decided. And of course, the Daytona finale is a big achievement, of course, in LRS Stock Car. It's the biggest race you could win, because that is one of the achievements you need to, or one of the races you need to win to get the LRS King achievement, which is the biggest crown of them all, the biggest achievement any driver could ever get under their name. As we're going to take a look at the standings, we have Zach in 10 with a 26.886, Slonno in 9 for the 26.882, Scratch in 8 for the 26.856, Linz in 7 with a 26.840, Apollo in 6 with a 26.831, MTL in 5th with a 26.829, Sam in 4th with a 26.822, Smoker in 3rd with a 26.803, Audience second with a 26.799, and Shiny in pole position with a 26.791, or I would say provisional pole, because the pole is not 100% confirmed yet. Of course, there's less than 6 minutes remaining here at Phoenix for the Audi Record 60. And I think I've said the letters, I think I've said 6 more times than I've ever expected in my life. Currently taking a look at the pole sitter so far. The number 1 of Shiny is coming into the pits. She'll also be racing in the LRS Legends, but in the LMP3 category. Or not the LMP3, the GT3, excuse me. She'll be racing in GT3. And the winner for GT3, they'll be racing in LMP1. Which is going to be an interesting thing to see. As we have less than 3.5 minutes remaining, our top 5 currently is Sam in 5th with a 26.822, Apollo in 4th with a 26.816, Smoker in 3rd with a 26.803, Bonnie in 2nd with a 26.799, and Shiny first with a 26.791. Currently Scratch up front with a total of 26.753, getting himself that provisional pole so far. Of course, his name is also very much in the question of top 5. Well, not really in the top 5, but definitely in the top 10. He's of course duking it out with another driver in terms of points, so Scratch getting himself into that minimum 10 points will be fantastic. That means he'll get himself into another season without even worrying that much The one that should be worried is MTL, who's currently 7th, but he has a total of 4 points under his name as we're in round 7, which if you want to be at least like confident that you'll be in the next season, then you need a minimum of you do need a minimum of like 5 mid-season. As the time is up and we have a few more remaining cars, this is the BD lap for multiple racers. Well, currently the standings are. Well, you should see it because Shiny will also be across the line now. There we go. Top 5 is Stretch, Shiny, Artie, Smokehero, and Apollo during the qualifying session. As we are about to get ready. And we're going green racing here for 38 laps for the Audi record 60 at Phoenix. A Stretch leading the pack right now. Apollo getting close to Shiny. Side to side, and he does get ahead going into lap 2 right here. Apollo now in podium, getting himself secured for another lead. He should not have to worry that much anymore about. In fact, he does have to worry a bit because the driver in second on the standings is right behind him right now. And it's none other than Smokehero, who's right behind him. Now Zach getting ahead of MTL right here. Of course, if we're still close together, everyone's still bunched up. So moves have to be made before the pack loosens up. And everyone will be driving in their own pace. MTL getting a bit off, and he tries to get ahead. He does get ahead of Zach in a nice way. And now Zach is behind MTL. Linz all the way in 10th, and now already a good situation for him since his competitor Sam is in 5th at the moment. Which is not going to be easy for him at all in the slightest. Shiny now trying to do an overtake of Sam, but didn't always work. Backs up again. Will definitely try to do it again in the future. But I don't know if it'll be right now or in the next lap. I feel like she'll do it in the next lap. Smokehero close to Apollo, but Apollo has to hold him off for as long as he can. It also depends on how Smokehero will be attacking him. There's going to be definitely multiple moves made. Smokehero tried to go on the outside, did not really work. I have to back off right there. Now Sam is going to try to go for a move of Smokehero. And he does get ahead. Side to side. And now Sam has Smokehero in his rearview mirror. Beautiful move right there for the number 6. Shiny also trying to find a way to get ahead of Smokehero. Everyone throwing punches at the driver who got himself a 4th spot. Now MTL climbing his way up to the top 5. He knows the situation he's in. He knows what he has to do. And Shiny also making sure that her spot in the standings also stays. She doesn't want to lose her seat either. Scratch already over 1.5 seconds clear of Artie. He should be secured for the remaining of the race. Unless Scratch messes up and Artie gets that spot away from him. And Apollo, of course, in a bit of a difficult situation since he has a bunch of other drivers behind them. All trying to find a way to get ahead of for himself. All of them shooting for a podium. MTL's a closest smoke hero, and I do know that MTL really wants to get himself another spot, and now the pack loosens up, and now we're gonna have different packs of drivers as opposed to everyone bunched up together. So now it really depends which pack are you in and what are your chances. As MTL tried to go for a move right there, didn't really work. Now has to back up a bit just to give Shiny another shot to connect the group of her with the group where MTL's included. And Shane tries to put the car as fast as possible into striking distance. Now MTL coming into the pits. And so does Shiny and Linz, the first 3 drivers to pit here at Phoenix. This includes MTL, Shiny, and Linz, the drivers who were in contention for a 5th spot. Did not, unfortunately, didn't get that 5th spot for themselves. Now Apollo has a bit of a less stressful situation, knowing that there's not a pack right behind him anymore. And Linz coming out of the pit first. MTL coming out of the pit second, and Shiny coming out of the pit in third. I mean that Shiny had a bit of a difficult pit situation, but that should not bother her that much. None of the other cars will also be driving. So now, the race leader Scratch coming into the pits. This is where he will show how genius he is. Slana also coming to the pits to see what she could do. Zach also getting into the pits. Smoke Hero now. Less of a difficult situation. He does have Scratch right behind him, however. So he needs to first shake off Scratch before doing anything else. Scratch looks like he is a whole lap down, so the top 4 still have not pitted yet. This could be a genius move right here for Scratch. He might have fought ahead of everyone else, but it depends. I hope we don't have a situation like we had at the Brickyard where Scratch suddenly has to pit again due to an unfortunate, terrible pit strategy. Scratch close to Smoke Hero. He's now going to try to go for an overtake. And Scratch more so now really trying to gain a position or gather a position ahead of Smoke Hero. He's more so trying to make sure that he could get ahead and just like unlap himself. I think that's more on Scratch's bucket list than trying to get ahead of Smoke Hero. He wants to unlap. He wants to get ahead of Smoke Hero to unlap rather than get ahead of Smoke Hero. Be like, I overtook you. And now already coming to the pits, very late, but he doesn't have to go into the pits again. So this has to be a one-time pit stop right here for the 11. Hopefully it does go good for him, and now Scratch could also join in on the battle. Of course, Apollo still needs a lap. Sam still needs a lap. Is Smoke Hero now coming into the pits? Now the race leader Apollo and Sam, the top 3, all in the pits. Meaning that right now Scratch will be leading the race. It takes really long for Apollo to get into the pits. Now he's in the pits. He has to go on a short amount to make sure he stays ahead of the pack. And Apollo, ooh, this pit might be just it. Can he catch Scratch, or is he too far away? No, he's too far away. Now Apollo back into the field, but in the top 3. Now trying to duke it out with Linz at the moment. Ooh, it does get close. Linz on the side of him, and he's out of podium contention. Ten more laps remaining here at Phoenix. 8 more laps to go. Now Apollo's trying to go for a move. Can he get himself that third spot? On the inside, pushes Lins a bit wide, and he does put that Ford up front of the Chevy. Audi in second. He could try to get ahead of Scratch if he makes a move soon enough. But it depends on when. Sam trying to go from a knife. Tries to get that 8th and makes MTL's situation even worse, making him having to go to M if he doesn't step it up at Le Mans or at Watkins Glen. In fact, if he doesn't step it up at either of them, and even at Daytona, then it's gonna be a done deal for him. And already far away from Scratch. This is not working for him at all. Now Slaughter trying to find a way to get ahead of Zach. So waving white flag, 1 more lap to go here at Phoenix for the Audi record 60. Audi now has a shot again. He needs to do it now, or it's going to be never for him. But Scratch not bothered by Audi in the slightest. He had Audi in his rearview mirror, and with a genius strategy and the wave of the black and white checkered flag, Scratch wins the Audi record 60 here at Phoenix. Audi in second, Apollo in third, Smoker in fourth, and Lins in fifth, making that your top 5 here at Phoenix. What a race this was. My goodness, what a race. Wow. Yes, your top 5 being Scratch, Audi, Apollo, Smoke Hero, and Lins. Lins for the fastest lap. Just currently taking a look at the standings here. We have Apollo up in first with 21 points. Smoke Hero in second with a total of 16 points. Scratch in third with 15. Lins in fourth with 13. And Slaughter in fifth Also, Duke now in 4th with 13 points. Sam with 11, Arnie with 11, Shiny with 8, Zach with 7, and MTR unfortunately still with 4. But there's still more chances. There's only a few left, so you better grab those or else it is all gone for you. As we're about to go next to the off-grid race at Circuit de la Sarre, aka Le Mans.